It's Saturday. What's the plan today?
So the plan today, we got a race next weekend. So we're not going
to
Sydney Harbour 10.
Yeah, sure.
So we're not going to flog ourselves too hard.
Yeah.
But just, you know, want a good rolling sort of threshold session. I got also 3 different pairs of shoes, which I'm just going to roll through.
Are you
and
allowed
just
to
test them out.
Or no?
We can show 2 up close and 1 from a distance.
Cool.
Yeah, and so I mean the plan is just to I got like a shoe pod as well, so I'm just going to work out like for me which shoe I get the most sort of power.
That's cool.
Energy from just before the race and stuff, and also like it's nice, you know, to rotate the shoes and just mix up the different load on the body.
The cool thing is, like, depending on the runner, the most efficient shoe will be different. So
Exactly. Yeah. I think, I mean, they're all sort of like, I mean, they're all very lightweight, but there's sort of 3 different weights and 3 different sort of foam densities. I think it'll be pretty interesting what kind of footage we got.
Yeah. And what was the warm up?
So warm up just did 25-minute jog. Yeah. So I did a little bit with my dog, and then I did some others with my mates.
How many times did you switch your shirt while running on the treadmill today?
We actually got 2 shirts today. So we got a Leonard Skinner Freebird shirt, and we've actually got a retro swim club back from the past.
So you'll show the technique today, right? For
and
how
so
to do it.
We'll show you how to change shirts while you're running at pace. Yeah. There is definitely technique to it. You also don't want to be too fast because like even though you are in a public gym, you want to get that little bit of time without a shirt on, just to get that airflow and stuff.
Alright, so 3 shoes. I'm guessing you're gonna do 3 threshold reps.
I mean that's a good guess. No, we're just gonna roll 3 by 14 minutes. And so it'll be, pretty controlled. Also with the race next week, it'd be nice to get that little bit of rest between each rep. I mean, we'll keep the recovery super short, but just help keeping lactic and stuff down as well.
Yeah.
I assume. I'm not a scientist.
You just do it. You just do the training and you run fast. That's all you do.
I try to run fast.
What's the Sydney Harbour 10 field looking like, do you know?
I actually have no idea. I mean, I assume like there's always good people who do it, like people fly up or it's just one of those races. Like the prize money's decent.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like why
not? Do you remember what time you did last year and what sort of time you're aiming for this year?
Last year was kind of slow, but I didn't have a heap of competition. I think 29:30. A year before I ran like 29:0 something. Yeah.
I'd say the 2 fastest courses in Sydney would be Sydney 10 at Olympic Park and then this one, right?
Yeah, I mean Sydney 10, the old one used to be heaps fast.
Yeah.
But then they changed the course.
Yeah.
Hamstrings.
Did you do 2 or 1?
Just 1. Thank you very much. Should be ready to roll.
Everyone loves the Super Blast 1. What are your thoughts on the 2s?
I mean, honestly, the 2s, I don't want to say are way better because like the 1 was really good itself, but like it's a really good update. I mean, like it is kind of way better. Like I just think the shape of the shoes a lot better. Like they use a nicer foam. It's a little bit firmer, but also like a bit poppier, if that makes sense. But not firmer in the sense like it still doesn't squish, it's just very bouncy.
What's the speed on the treadmill? What pace are we talking?
That's a good question, honestly. I think so usually like if I'm doing a long threshold, I'll just chuck on 259 and then I'll do some surges and some hills and stuff in that, but I won't drop below 259. Today going 14 minutes. I mean with a race next week probably shouldn't go too much faster than that anyway, but that's a good question. I gotta think about that. Because I'm testing shoes, I have to do them all at the same pace.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of have to premeditate how good you're going to feel.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So you're a Kindle?
I just love books. I read heaps of books, honestly.
We all believe that.
No, I'm...
the footpod data.
Yeah, the footpod data. But I just gotta set it up.
Read books.
Yeah. She's working. She is working. Alright, now in pick me. Alright, we're on. Most important part of the session is just, you know, you got to get the playlist right. And oh wait, I need a little
It takes so long to start a workout.
Yeah, I fucking hate staring at the clock. We're on.
So how's 259 feeling today?
And it felt good. I mean, like, it's always one of those things, like, when you start out, you're like, oh, like, you know, it takes like a minute or two to get going, but once you settle in, like, you feel like you go for ages.
So
I mean,
this next one is the one where we can't show the shoes, but that means
Yeah.
you're gonna switch the shirt, right?
Yeah, we can, I mean, Soda's going to take some photos of the shoes, just for me, but I don't know if we can show them. Made by Japanese artists.
I reckon my favorite quote from that last video is the Yumi thing.
Oh yeah, that was funny, yes. I was like hearing like you lead then me, so you me, and then I was like, as I started out, I was like, that's a Japanese name.
Without looking at the stats, can you tell what you like better?
I mean, I feel like you can for sure, but I also like, for example, the new prototype is very lightweight, and so it's, you know, obviously that feels better on that sort of like, I don't know, like your feet stay cooler, it's easy to pick up your feet, like the bounce is quite nice.
Yeah.
But like the thing you can't really tell is sort of like the actual like output you're getting from the shoe until you look at the data.
Yeah.
And then like it tells you.
So this is the shoe that we're allowed to show and talk about.
This is
that the style or the edge?
This is the edge.
Edge, cool.
This is actually the first shoe, like literally like actual shoe, not model, that I lost the race in New South Wales in like 2 and a bit years.
Yeah.
In Sydney 10. We won't talk about that. We won't talk about that. Sweet.
You've been a good man.
Yeah.
Wiping down the treadmill.
Always. Clean up the mess you make.
Righty, how's your workout?
Workout was good. I mean, it was kind of perfect. Like I thought that pace would feel nice, and it did. Like 2:59, and then I picked it up a little bit at the end just to spin the legs over a little bit faster. Just, I don't know. I sort of, my view of training is you got to sort of simulate races. It's not just about like, you know, physical training. It's about mental training. And so, I mean, 42 minutes, like getting over 14K is done. Races like Sydney Surf. I mean, it's 2/3 of a half marathon or a third of a marathon. Like I think that's a nice distance. So it's just getting used to running that sort of duration of time and getting comfortable with it. But yeah, I felt awesome as well, which is nice. I mean, it's pretty sweaty in there today. Sort of sweated up a bit of a storm. But yeah, it was perfect.
Cool. Right, so how often are you hitting up the sauna and the ice bath?
So I never sauna just straight. Like I love going sauna and ice bath combo, and I'll sort of hit it maybe 2-3 times a week, maybe race week a little bit more. Sort of just depends on the time of the season, which is also a great song. But yeah, so 2, 3, 4 times a week, but also swimming at the beach every day. So I mean, I'm getting that sort of cold water immersion twice every day, which I think is, you know, it's good for the body and it's good for the mind.
Yeah.
It's good for the soul.
Would you do it the day before a race?
Yeah.
Like sauna?
No, I wouldn't
sauna, right? 'Cause
I
that'll
just ice.
dehydrate a bit.
Yeah. I mean, sauna, like you got to be super careful with not going too long because
Yeah.
it does.
Dehydrated
Yeah, so you'll like stay hydrated and stuff. I mean, especially after jumping that, just for a quick amount of time, even after a workout. I mean, you gotta drink your worth. I mean, you gotta drink heaps of water after. Yeah.